Hi guys, Heather at Divine Guidance Tarot back at you with another pick a deck. This time it's inspiration from the goddesses. So I grabbed two goddess cards from each of my goddess decks and I channeled the message from the both of them that they energetically worked on together. Um the so what messages do the goddesses have for you and advice they have for you regarding your life? So I have 4 piles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, please don't listen. Find a YouTube reader that can help you. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below, and we will get you set up. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to move that. Okay, so if you chose the watch, I'm going to put your advice over here next to Nana. That's Nana. In case any of you guys were wondering about, she's been reborn now, so she's not really here anymore, right? But she still comes because there was only one her, right? There was only one her, so she's still here, even if she did give her energy, a small part of her energy, to another person or multiple people. The energy that she carried while she lived the life of this woman, of my Nana, is still available to me because time is an illusion. So I'm going to put your advice right behind Nana. And I'm going to get your cards. So you have Demeter, the nurturer, and Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Okay, so a lot of you guys might be mothers or fathers. Okay, I do believe the message I channeled regards children. I can't really remember because when I channel, I kind of just forget after I'm done, but I'm definitely getting that this is a parent-child vibe, okay? There's something going on with your children. And you're being called to take a step back. I feel like a lot of you guys might be single mothers or single fathers, or you just don't get a lot of help from your partner. And I feel like you get angry and frustrated when your children don't mind or do what you think that they should do in the time that you think they should do it. That goes kind of along with the watch. I'm getting a very structured sort of a feel. I feel like you're a very structured sort of a person. And you want the best for your children. You want your children to be the best. You want them to be better than you. I feel like you suffer from, you possibly might have had a mother or a father that abandoned you. And you don't ever want your children to feel that way about you. I'm feeling very codependent attachment issues to your children. I know that you probably don't want to hear that, but you can be codependent on your children. You can base your self-worth on how good of a mother or a father other people think you are. Demeter, take Demeter for example. She's Persephone's mother. Persephone was captured by Hades because he fell in love with her beauty. She was the goddess of spring. And her mother had warned her not to eat anything in the underworld where Hades ruled, the waiting place for the departed souls. Persephone listened to her mother and refused all of Hades' food. So it came time to be almost spring, and Hades tricked Persephone into swallowing a pomegranate seed. And because he tricked her, he didn't get to keep her there. he wanted to keep her there with him. He wanted to be in control of the situation. And he attempted to do that by trickery, by force, and it didn't work. Because she only ate a pomegranate seed, Persephone was allowed to return to the earth where she wanted to be, where she was happiest for 6 months out of the year, and then the other 6 she would have to spend with Hades. So while she did listen to her mother, she was still had to learn a lesson. She still had to reap what she sowed. She still took something from Hades and put it in her body. Whether or not she knew what would happen didn't matter. She still did what her mother told her not to do, and she had to learn her lesson. Children have to learn their own lessons. You cannot protect them from anything. Everything is what I'm getting. And your channeled messages from Hestia and Demeter is to the mothers of and fathers, past, present, and future. Oftentimes we worry that our children will fail and be hurt. We still see them as our responsibility, when in actuality, every soul past a certain age is responsible for itself. A child that touches a hot stove doesn't realize the danger. An adult that touches a hot stove was most likely careless or irresponsible. The need to protect your children should not overpower the need your child has for freedom. We are all born alone. We all die alone. To place your failed expectations of yourself on your children is one of the worst sins a parent could commit. To show your child anything other than complete acceptance will lead to the self-esteem issues. These will manifest in different ways. One will become a bully, lashing out first in order to save themselves more pain and rejection. The other will withdraw into themselves, hate themselves. Embrace the uniqueness of your children. We all lose our tempers at times and wish our children would just mind. But when you stifle the creative energy of a child, you set yourself up for a struggle. When you calmly ask your child why they feel the way they do, you will naturally create a safe feeling for your child and reduce the chances of them becoming hopeless. So I'm going to pull some tarot, see if we can get anything else, any other additional messages from these goddesses. So we have the Eight of Swords, the Tower, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. However, it did come out in reverse. I'm going to note that, even though I don't read reversals. So what I'm feeling here with the overall energy of Temperance is that I feel as though you need to be a bit less demanding. Maybe, and if you're not a mother, if you're not a mother or a father, this probably isn't your pile, but I could pick up a different message as well. I get the feeling that a lot of you feel as though your time is running out to have a child. Some of you might be older, and you have this fear that you won't be able to have a child. And so you see other people with children, and when you see other people yelling at their children or treating their children unfairly, you get this sense of longing and sadness because you feel you could do a better job. So I'm here to tell you that everyone's parents are their parents for a reason, for a purpose. You might not be meant to have a child in this lifetime. I'm really not seeing that. I really am seeing that you have the possibility to have a child. But the fear that you have of, some of you might have had miscarriages, I'm seeing, possibly fertility issues, or maybe you just haven't found someone that you feel would be an appropriate partner to have children with. But don't give up the faith. Trust that your destiny is your destiny. And if you feel as though your destiny is to have a child, then that will be your fate. In whatever way that comes around. Maybe you might end up fostering a child that you end up adopting, and you'll have a child that way. But when you put your hopes on another soul, when you put your happiness on another soul, it takes away from your own soul's journey. So what does your higher self have to say to you? Just breathe. Just breathe and know that you're going to get what's coming to you. You're going to get what you want, but make sure that when you get it, or if you already have it, you don't abuse it. That you treat your children in the same way you would want to be treated, or you wanted your parents to treat you. All right, so if that resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below. If you chose the seashell, put your advice right next to Nana. You have Dakini, the Enlightened Feminine, and Spider-Woman, Co-Creation. So, put that right there. So I feel like if you chose this pile, you have a choice. You have a choice to be made. I feel like a lot of you guys hide in the shadows and watch other people do what you wish you could do. Oh, sorry. Move the watch. I feel as though this is an energy of feeling trapped. It's like you want to be this fierce, creative, empowered person. But instead of creating yourself into that, it's almost like you can't see it. Let me get some tarot before I read the message. It's like you feel like you're a fraud. Like the life, it's like you feel like a fraud. You feel like everyone else is more creative than you, or everything's already been done, that there's no like creative juices left in the universe for you to use. It's like everything's already been done, so what else is there to do, is sort of the vibe I'm getting. But then you see other people doing what you want to do, and you get this sort of a jealous vibe about it. Like, why didn't I think of that? Or I could have thought of that, but I didn't. It's almost a jealous sort of a feel. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. Very slow moving energy. Doesn't move. Doesn't take action. He's supposed to be delivering a message, because the Knights are the action, right? The page brings the Knight the message, and the Knight takes the action to get the message across. But this Knight doesn't go anywhere. This person, I'm getting like third party here. I'm getting like third party, definitely. Definitely, I feel like I'm getting masculine energy from this. I feel like some masculines have started watching my channel, because I'm getting that this person is loyal. and steady and devoted to you, the Empress. So I feel like if you are in a third party, if your person is with someone else, they are realizing that they are a fake, or they're representing themselves in a way that is untrue. And they're starting to look at you. You have the Emperor right next to the Empress, and the Three of Pentacles next to co-creation. I definitely feel like this is a masculine reading right now. Okay, this is, you can be a female and be in a masculine energy, but I'm definitely getting a masculine energy here. A masculine energy that is caught between two empresses, because you see the Empress and you see Dakini, the enlightened feminine. Okay, in my opinion, this person that you feel connected to feels the connection as well, and feels as though they could build something with you. However, I do feel as though if you are a feminine, you are more involved in your own life. Okay, I feel like you are coming into some sort of abundance. Your life is manifesting in a fruitful, prosperous way. And you have this beautiful garden, and all this guy has is this dead bird, or birds that eat dead things. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like life and death. It's like balance. This person sees you as their other person, and you see them as your person. I definitely feel as though if you're the feminine, you're more of a rebel energy. I feel like the person they're with is more of a fake rebel energy. Okay, I feel like you truly don't care what other people think about you, and the other person that they are with pretends to not care, but in actuality cares very much. It's like the person they're with is a fraud, and they're finally seeing it. They're finally seeing that the person that they're with is not the person for them. Strength. Soulmate. They see you as a soulmate. Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. However, they have to end things. The High Priestess. They intuitively know that they have to wait until they end things with this other person before they can start anything with you. So let's get them channeled message from your higher self. To my unique freedom-loving souls, you are a mini universe walking amongst humans. You have the divine ability to manifest your reality. If your life is a nightmare, perhaps take a nap and think of the steps you can take to change it. It's not everyone else's fault, it's your own. For not seeing your value, for not seeing the value in others. The abusive power you have used in the past will come back to you threefold. So is the law of magic. You are a fraud. You pretend to be unique when in reality you merely copy others. You dream to be a fearless warrior, unique individual, but you lack the ability to tap into the energy available to you. You are too caught up in the opinions of others. Instead of living the life you want, you lead the life others feel you should. Doing what society thinks is right won't make you happy. Take a break from the world, see your path, see your goals, and work for them. Your soul is calling you to another. The one you think is yours is not. The feelings you are getting are from an energetic cord. Magic is in the air. Beware. Your person, like I said, is finally realizing that this is not their person, that you are their person. They're coming into some sort of enlightenment, but it's very fresh. So if you feel this connection with this person, don't give up the faith. Okay? They are loyal. They're not going anywhere, but they are going to move very slow. But they will be a king. The knight will become a king. And everything will work out. Let's see what your message is. Always. You're connected always. Have faith in that. If that resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below. And we will get you set up. Chose the crown. I'm going to move the shell, put the crown there. I'm going to put your words up by Nana. You got Mary of Nazareth and Mary, miracles. You got Mary twice. So I feel like a lot of you guys have a new idea. But you feel alone. I feel like your path is a very solitary one. I feel like you're meant to be on a path of enlightenment. You're here on a journey to understand love. If you chose this pile, you are here to understand unconditional love. You're here to learn what love is, how to give and receive love in a healthy way, to learn what love really is. And in my opinion, love is a lack of judgment, a lack of fear. But let's see what else the cards have to say. You have the Knight of Cups. And the High Priestess. I feel like a lot of you guys are very spiritual. With both Mary here and the High Priestess, you guys are very spiritual people, very awakened. A lot of you guys might be healers, empaths, tarot readers. You live an unconventional lifestyle. I feel like you feel alone a lot, sad, unloved. It's like you guys are wishing for this Prince Charming, and you know that he's coming, but you don't know when, and it's kind of driving you a little bit crazy. And instead of putting that energy back into yourself, back into working on your own path, you kind of give it to this romantic notion that you have of love. I feel as if you chose this pile, you have the traditional sort of love in your mind. The movie kind of love. Boy meets girl, boys with another girl, boy falls in love with other girl, realizes she's blah, 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 happily ever after. But what they don't show you is what comes after that. What comes after that? Just because in the movies those two end up together in that moment doesn't mean that they stay together. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the ending, the actual ending. The movie doesn't go all the way until their death. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't see everything. You can't predict everything. You can't know everything. You are not all-knowing. 8 of Cups. You are not all-knowing, and it's intended to be that way. You don't need to know when things are going to happen, just that they will. The Fool and the World. The beginning and the end. The Alpha and the Omega. You're being called to take off on a new direction. Take off on a new path. Follow a new direction. Stop romanticizing love. If someone cheats on you, don't take that on yourself as you deserved that. You didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? They made a choice, and that choice hurt you, but you did not deserve that pain. Feeling as though you deserve pain, like you're not worthy of love, is what is blocking you on your spiritual journey. So let's get for your channeled message. My beloved children, do you even know who you are? You are a mixture of energies from all times, past, present, and future. You carry a great wisdom within you, but the burden of that is the need to share that healing with others. You are weary and feel you can take no more. Trust me, I can understand. I watched my son die for a cause he believed in, and I couldn't be prouder. The bond between a mother and a child is sacred. Sometimes we choose to have a parent in order to further our path. Think back on the relationship you had with your parents. Was it healthy? I know that you feel alone, abandoned, broken, but I assure you, as the mother of all, the lady of the divine light, I will never forsake you. I will never abandon you. I will walk by your side until the end, as I did with my own son. You are worthy of saving. You have a divine mission here, child, one that will raise the vibration of this planet. But in order to accept this mission, you must figure out what that is on your own. You know the truth. And your message is, I believe in you. The universe believes in you. You have a great destiny here. You're meant to help a lot of people, lead a lot of people to God. Raise the vibration of this planet. And that's what you're meant to do. And I think you know that. If that resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below and we'll get you set up. If you chose the rings, these set of rings, what do the goddesses have to say to you? I'll put that over by Nana. We have Morgan, Death and Magic, and White Buffalo Calf Woman. Okay, so I feel you're caught between the light and the dark right now. I feel like a lot of you are on a path and you've come to a fork. And you can either choose the dark or the light. Or you feel as though you have to choose. I get the feeling that you guys both that you guys feel torn. I feel like a lot of you like to embrace the dark side, maybe do magic, but you also like to use your psychic side, your spiritual side, more spiritual than works. I feel as though you have a nice mixture of light and dark in you, but I do feel as though you feel trapped. You want to have the fun that the dark gives you, but you also want to have the light that the light gives you, if that makes sense. It's like you want the best of both worlds. I feel like living in the gray. You guys are living in the gray, and I feel like that's a very stable, peaceful place to be, quite honestly. I feel like you guys are very logical and you can kind of see things from all different perspectives. I feel like you're very intuitive and very good at problem solving. I feel like you guys would make excellent counselors or NA counselors, doing some sort of spiritual work, maybe an energetic healer. But it's like you use gifts from both sides and you don't take sides. I feel like even when your friends fight, you're not someone that's going to take someone else's side over the other because you just genuinely love people. Yeah, see? 10 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. So when something painful happens to you, something dark happens to you, you change that energy into something that benefits you. You transmute that energy. You transmute the energy, the dark energy, and transmute it into something. You channel that into something for the greater good of yourself and for others. I do feel as though a lot of you guys are perpetually single with the 9 of coins here. It's like a lot of people fight for your attention, and a lot of the times you feel overburdened and overworked, and you feel as though there's not enough energy to go around. I would say just be careful who you're hanging out with, who you're giving your energy to, who you're taking energy from, who you're connecting with. And I feel as though you're doing a really good job at keeping yourself balanced, is basically what I'm getting. I'm going to read you a message because I'm not getting much else other than you guys are really balanced and you're doing really well on your spiritual path, and to keep doing what you're doing. This is just like encouragement for you. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Congratulations. Our dearest daughters and sons, to be trapped between light and dark is the most dangerous place to be, but also the most fun and possibly enlightening. Be careful not to overindulge, but to bring a peaceful, balanced aspect to your life. Know that you are the master of your own fate. You will be faced with a choice. The light offers many blessings, but the dark offers the freedom you crave. Both sides are fighting for you, as you are also fighting for both. Just remember that the light cannot exist, can never fully exist. Sorry. Just remember that the light cannot exist without the dark, and the dark can never fully exist at all. For even on the darkest nights, the stars still shine their light. To master the darkness requires a deep inner knowing that no matter how bad things seem, you are never without a lantern. The things you are capable of are miraculous as long as you remember that we all feel pain differently and react differently to it. Understand the differences between your mind and your heart. Understanding the differences between your mind and your heart can be found in your soul. And the message you got is stop right there, go back. So stay right where you are. Stop right there and go back. So keep going on your path, but stop when you feel out of control. I'm getting that sometimes you guys feel out of control and chaotic. Sometimes you feel depressed. Sometimes you feel really happy. Sometimes you're hyper. Sometimes you're sad. Sometimes you're a very, like I said, gray energy. It really varies on your day-to-day basis. And mastering that ability to channel dark energy into light requires more work. I feel like you are trying to go further on your path too quickly, and Spirit is telling you that you need to stop trying to push so hard and just be happy where you are right now. Kind of go back and reevaluate what you want. Reevaluate what's going to get you where you want, and learn what you're supposed to be learning right now instead of lessons you're supposed to be learning in the future. All right. If that resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below and we'll get you set up. And I will talk to you guys next time. Love and light.